did not know that.
The Adventures of Jonny Quest is a cartoon loved by many generations of children. It premiered way back in 1964 and has reappeared in different incarnations throughout the years. There is even a big screen live-action feature film in the works. Here are 10 cool things you probably didn't know about Jonny Quest. Number 1. Terry and the Pirates. There were two fictional characters that helped shape who Jonny Quest became. The first character's name was Terry Lee. Joe Hanna of Hanna-Barbera wanted to create a series much like the popular comic book he grew up on that was called Terry and the Pirates. Barbera said, "I had always liked and admired this comic strip, which had a blonde, good-looking hero like Race Bannon along with an adventurous young kid." As you can see here, there's a strong resemblance between Terry and Jonny Quest. You can also see the similarity in the type of artwork. Number 2. Jack Armstrong. Artist Doug Wildey worked for Hanna-Barbera and had been previously trying to create a cartoon series based on Jack Armstrong. Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, was a popular radio program that ran almost 20 years on CBS, then NBC, and finally on ABC Radio. But negotiations for the rights to the characters fell apart. Barbera thought, hey, why don't we just create our own Jack Armstrong type character? And so they did. What's interesting is that some of the footage Wildey had been working on for Jack Armstrong can be seen in the closing credits of Jonny Quest. Cool fact number 3, the original title. Believe it or not, the working title for what was to become Jonny Quest was The Saga of Chip Ballou. Artist Doug Wildey said he never really thought that would be the final name, but used it until he decided on the real title, The Adventures of Jonny Quest. Fact number 4, the name Quest. How did they come up with the name Jonny Quest? Well, the name Quest was actually found in a phone book, and they liked the name because it sounded adventurous. Cool fact number 5, actor Jeff Chandler. Jeff Chandler was a 6'4" action movie star of the 1950s, and Race Bannon was modeled after him. A pretty strong resemblance, don't you think? Fact number 6, Sabu. Haji was based on an Indian actor known simply as Sabu. Sabu was known for his role as Abu in the 1940 British film The Thief of Baghdad, and also as Mowgli in The Jungle Book. Cool fact number 7, Sim Sala Bim. Any fan of Jonny Quest knows that Haji always used the phrase Sim Sala Bim when he was doing magic tricks. The phrase comes from a magician named Dante. What does it mean? It actually comes from nonsense syllables from a Danish nursery rhyme, but Dante claimed it meant 1,000 thanks. Cool fact number 8, Jonny's mother. Who was Jonny's mother and how did she die? While it's never revealed in the series, there are 2 versions that later came out. The first version came from a comic book called Comico. In that one, Jonny's mother was a woman named Judith Watterson, and she died in Paris from an incurable disease. Later, in a cartoon called Jonny's Golden Quest from 1993, Judith Watterson's name was changed to Rachel Wildey in honor of artist Doug Wildey. The death of Jonny's mother now involved the villain Dr. Zinn. Very cool fact number 9,
Mr.
James Bond.
Bond. James Bond.
When the series was being developed, Hanna-Barbera was impressed with a new spy film that had recently been released, centered around a spy named James Bond. They decided they wanted Jonny Quest to incorporate some of the futuristic gadgets and action that the Bond series had. And finally, fact number 10, which is kind of a sad one, only 1 season. It's hard to believe considering its enduring popularity, but Jonny Quest was canceled after only 1 season. The reason? It was simply too expensive to produce. The realistic pen drawings from artist Doug Wildey were too difficult to draw on a weekly basis. Well, that's it for another episode of I Did Not Know That. I hope you enjoyed this one about Jonny Quest. And as always, please remember to share and subscribe.